what I'm looking at are the screenplays and short story writings of Ernest Lehman. He worked in Hollywood through the 50s and 60s into the mid-70s. And he had a pretty incredible string of successes. And I guess the two big ones everybody would know would be Hitchcock's North by Northwest. That was an original screenplay he wrote. And I guess the other one would be The Sound of Music, which he adapted from the musical. Lehman was a short story writer in New York before he moved to Hollywood. That's how he got his start writing. And he'd had some success as a short story writer. So one thing I wanted to do was to see how, if at all, his process as a short story writer was similar to his process as a screenwriter. The collection is great for screenplays and drafts of screenplays, treatments and outlines for screenplays. There's less material for his short stories, but I was able to find a couple of different documents which are notes and outlines and ideas about one of his novellas, probably the one he's best known for, The Sweet Smell of Success. I do know that he was a very staunch defender of the screenwriter as an important part of the filmmaking process. And he was really miffed at auteur theory, which attributes, essentially the entire film to the director. I mean, this was another thing that he loved to write letters about. He would read reviews religiously, and if people forgot to mention him in a review, he'd write them and tell them. And this happened starting with his first film when he wrote Newsweek and told them, you left me out, fix it. I think the real benefit to working with primary source materials is that in a project like mine, as I mentioned, which is more theoretically oriented, it helps to ground those theoretical arguments with concrete evidence. I mean, you pick up these old scripts and, to see handwritten notes by, someone like John Ford or Ernest Lehman or, any of these people, yeah, it's really neat.